The shocking truth has hit the WWE Universe like a Styles clash out of nowhere. AJ Styles has put his gloves down for good. On last night's Monday Night Raw in Atlanta, Georgia, the heart of his home state, the phenomenal one delivered a heartbreaking, tear-filled retirement moment that left millions speechless, emotional, and flat-out upset about how quickly time takes our heroes away. That's right, folks. The man who changed wrestling from TNA to NJPW to WWE. The guy who showed the world you could be smaller, quicker, and more creative than anyone and still walk away as a Grand Slam champion, a two-time WWE champion, and one of the most admired performers to ever lace up a pair of boots, is done. Retired. Gloves off, career closed. And if that doesn't hit you with a wave of both anger and deep respect, then nothing will. Welcome to Wrestle Vault, covering this story in full emotional mode, because this isn't just a headline. This is a punch straight to the gut of every fan who has ever screamed AJ, AJ at the top of their lungs. I'm your host, Salvador, and today we're going deep into why this moment cuts so hard, exactly what went down on Raw, the surprises that made it unforgettable, and why the WWE Universe is burning with frustration that one of the all-time greats had to walk away the way he did. Hello, viewers. If you're new here, please don't forget to like and hit the subscribe button for daily updates on WWE Raw. Let's paint the picture and get into the real emotion behind it. Last month at the Royal Rumble in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, AJ Styles put everything he had left on the line against the ring general Gunther. In a brutal, career-on-the-line match, Gunther came out on top, and just like that, AJ was forced to hang up his boots from in-ring action right then and there. But AJ didn't leave his gloves behind that night. He held on to them. Why? Because he wanted the moment to carry real meaning. He wanted to do it on his home soil, in Atlanta, with his family, his friends, and the fans who truly knew his story by heart. And that's exactly what unfolded on February 23, 2026 Raw. The entire show built toward this deeply emotional closing moment. AJ walked down to the ring, mic in hand, looking thoughtful and almost bare with feeling. He spoke from the heart about his amazing career, starting back in 1998, grinding through the independent scene, becoming the face of TNA, moving over to NJPW where he became a worldwide name, and finally stepping into WWE in 2016, exactly 10 years before this very retirement. Poetic, right? He debuted at the Royal Rumble, and he ended at the Royal Rumble. But the way it all came together? Just heartbreaking. He opened up about the injuries, the wear on his body, and why stepping away now was the right call. In his own words from the post-show interview, "Now is the right time to retire so I don't make a fool out of myself, so I don't embarrass myself. I'm on the verge of doing just that." That's AJ being fully real, admitting that age catches up to everyone, and he'd rather leave standing tall than slowly fade away. But hearing those words from a legend who could still outperform most of the roster, that stings. It makes you angry because we wanted more. We wanted one final WrestleMania run, one more dream match with Cody or Roman, or even a once-in-a-lifetime match back in TNA. Instead, we're left empty-handed. Then came the symbolic moment that broke hearts all across the world. AJ removed his famous jacket, the one with the wings, the style that screamed phenomenal, and laid it down right in the center of the ring. The crowd was already on their feet, calling his name loud and proud. But when he slipped off those well-known gloves, the ones he wore through so many wars inside that ring, and gently set them on top of the jacket, the whole arena went quiet, filled with a mix of soft cries and warm applause. He looked down at them, gave a small nod, and said his goodbyes. To the fans, to his family seated ringside, and to the business that gave him a life worth living. But WWE wasn't finished delivering one last surprise, a moment that both broke and healed the heart at the same time. The lights went dark. The gong rang out. The crowd absolutely lost it as The Undertaker rode in on his motorcycle, the dead man himself. Taker stepped into the ring, looked AJ dead in the eyes, like there was old business between them, then dropped the news that floored everyone. AJ Styles is officially the very first inductee into the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2026. Can you picture it? The same man who faced Taker at WrestleMania in the Boneyard match, helping Taker ride off into the sunset in his own way, was now being welcomed by the phenomenon into the Hall of Legends. Full circle, heroes honoring heroes. The locker room poured out to the stage, clapping, some with tears running down their faces. TNA legends like Petey Williams, Jeremy Borash, and Frankie Kazarian showed up to give their respect, blowing the forbidden door wide open for this tribute night. AJ's family joined him in the ring as the show came to a close, and the celebration carried on off-air with the entire roster flooding in to show their love. This wasn't just a retirement. It was a masterpiece of emotion, storytelling, and genuine respect. But let's keep it real. It's also deeply frustrating. Why did it have to end this way? AJ himself said WrestleMania has lost its luster a bit for him after injuries ruined the original plan.
He was supposed to bow out at Mania 41, but a Liz Frank injury knocked him off track and the build never felt right. So he picked the Royal Rumble for the poetry of it. But fans are still upset. We're angry at time, at injuries, at the simple fact that a 48-year-old AJ could still hang with anyone on that roster and we'll never see it happen again. Think about everything he built, from Air Paris in WCW's final days to X Division star in TNA, IWGP Heavyweight Champion in NJPW, WWE Champion who beat John Cena clean at SummerSlam, unforgettable feuds with Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, Roman Reigns, and Cody Rhodes, the phenomenal forearm, the calf crusher, the non-stop athleticism that never got old. He proved that size means nothing when you have heart and skill, and now those gloves rest in that ring as a symbol that an era has truly come to a close. But here's what keeps this story alive and moving forward. Even in retirement, AJ's mark on this business isn't going anywhere. A Hall of Fame spot means speeches, appearances, maybe a role helping produce or mentor the next wave of talent. Could we see him in a backstage role, guiding the next generation, or even showing up in some other way down the road? That door is slightly open because legends like AJ don't simply disappear. They grow into something bigger. The WWE Universe is flooded right now with tributes, memories, and passionate debates. Some are upset it didn't happen at WrestleMania. Others say this was absolutely perfect, personal, at home, and full of meaning. But one thing nobody can argue, we lost an active competitor, but we gained a true immortal. Here's that legendary moment. AJ Styles laying his gloves down in the ring on Raw, the crowd holding its breath before bursting into an explosion of sound. Pure chills. The Undertaker walking out to announce AJ's Hall of Fame induction. Two icons, one ring, a moment that will never be forgotten. AJ standing in the ring with his family as the entire roster shows their love. Emotional doesn't even begin to describe it. This is why wrestling hits on a level nothing else does. Moments like these remind us it goes far beyond athletic ability. It's about storytelling, sacrifice, and the legacy you leave behind. AJ Styles gave us every single one of those things. So, phenomenal one, thank you. You earned every title, every chant, and every inch of that Hall of Fame spotlight. The gloves may be down, but everything you stood for will always stand tall. Now I want to hear from you. Drop it in the comments. Were you caught off guard by the retirement? Are you upset it didn't happen at WrestleMania? Or do you think this was the perfect way to close the chapter? Share your favorite AJ memory and let's keep this going. Hit that like button if this tribute touched you, subscribe to WrestleVault for more breaking news, deep breakdowns, and honest, fired-up reactions. Turn on notifications so you're never the last to know. Share this video with every AJ fan who needs to feel this mix of anger and appreciation together. The phenomenal era inside the ring is over, but here at WrestleVault, the legacy never dies. See you next time, stay phenomenal.